He's Putin's puppy. He still refuses to even say anything to Putin about the bounty on the heads of American soldiers.
Your son got $3.5 million.
And by the way, my son...
Wait a minute. Mr. President, your campaign agreed to both sides would get 2-minute answers uninterrupted. Well, your side agreed to it, and why don't you observe what your campaign agreed to as a ground rule, okay, sir?
And speaking of my son, the way you talk about the military, the way you talk about them being losers and being and just being suckers. My son was in Iraq. He spent a year there. He got the Bronze Star. He got the Conspicuous Service Medal. He was not a loser. He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes.
Really?
And I resent.
Are you talking
like
about Hunter? Are you talking about Hunter?
I'm talking about my son, Beau Biden. You're talking about.
I don't know Beau. I know Hunter.
Yeah,
Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. He wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use.
The ghetto. The ghetto.
Hi, what is up? It is me, Ms.Black introvert, and thanks for clicking on this video. So, woo child. When I tell you that I'm stressed, like I'm stressed. I was legit yelling at like 1 a.m. 1 a.m. about that damn presidential debate. I was literally still reeling after that debate at 1 a.m. and I had to tell myself, I got to go to sleep. I got to go to bed. I got work in the morning. I shouldn't even be like, I got to go to bed because if I don't, I'm going to post some things on my Facebook that's going to have a lot of people mad. So let's talk about the presidential debate. And let me just preface this by saying this is not a political analysis of what policies were said in the debate. If you could even hear any of the policies over Trump's yelling and blabbering.
I'm not going to answer the question because the question is
Justice, radical left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who is on your list, Joe?
And Joe Biden's stammering, and I understand he used to have a stuttering problem, but it was not helped by Donald Trump talking over him. So, you know, I'm not here to talk about the policies. I'm here as an American citizen who plans on voting in November and just giving you my opinion on what the hell I saw yesterday. So, let's just start off with the moderator. You know, he was trying his best. I understand that, Mr. Christopher Wallace. I understand you was trying your best. But, like, we got to do better. And there's supposed to be, like, 2 more or 3 more of these. We got to do better, or we got to hire Nene Leakes.
I said what I said.
Because we can't have people talking over people. We just can't have that happening. And as a moderator, that is your job, to keep the debaters from over talking. You would think that people that were in office as the president would know how to conduct themselves civilly, but we have too many high expectations for this man who doesn't even know his correct tan color. So, like, I'm just looking at this man, at the moderator, like, can you get this together? Can you tell him to shut up forcefully? Because he's not listening to you. Like, we can't hear the policies if Donald Trump is calling Joe Biden's son a crack addict. We cannot hear what? I don't know what the hell universe I'm in. I don't like this universe. I don't like this season. I want to be gone. Like, aliens, please take me. Please. I'm moving to France at this point. I'm moving to France.
There's sheep right there. We're going to have to speed up a little.
Because if this is what I have to put up with for 4 more years, if Donald Trump gets 4 more years, which would be mind-blowing after that shit show, that people would still be Trump supporters. But alas, I still see people in the comments of the freaking videos talking about, well, this and that. spare me. He sounds like an idiot because he's an idiot. If it quacks like a duck, if it looks like a duck, you got yourself an idiot duck. He's a duck. He's an idiot. Like, I don't get it. I don't get these Trump supporters. It's like you guys will just fight for him because he symbolizes maybe your racism and prejudice. Like, that's the only candidate you get that's racist, so it doesn't matter if he's stupid and he puts the economy in the tank, or if he doesn't give you health care. It doesn't matter because he's racist and his ideals are racist and they match with yours. Like, I don't get that. At that point, it's just your pride and your ego voting for him, because you can clearly, by looking at that debate, see who the better candidate is for the presidency. And it damn sure ain't Donald Trump. It damn sure ain't Donald Trump. Someone, and let's talk about this, because I'm a black woman, and this is what really had me heated. For both sides. When the moderator asked a question in regards to law enforcement, I believe, or in regards to Black Lives Matter, Joe Biden started to go into a spiel about him supporting law enforcement, and I was confused. Like, the question was, did you support Black Lives Matter? Like, the question it was about race. That's what it was. It was about race. I'm not sure how law enforcement had anything to do with race. That's the only thing about Joe Biden. He doesn't always answer the questions that are given to him. He goes on these weird spiels that have nothing to do with the question at hand. Like, he did it a couple of times. And I'm just like, just answer the damn question. When the man asked about would he stop the filibusters, he started to go on some other freaking tyrant just to bypass the question. So Joe Biden wasn't the best in it either. But then we have Donald Trump, who was asked explicitly to denounce white supremacy. And what did this man do? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Dude, just say, I don't support white supremacy. It's not that hard if you don't support white supremacy. And then the gobbleneck had the audacity to go on and say, Proud Boys stand by. What universe am I living in? Like, what universe am I living in? Because that sounds like some type of racist that sounds racist. There's no way to flip it, spin it. Proud Boys stand by. I don't like that. I don't like that. That don't sit right with me as a black person. Who are these Proud Boys? That sounds like a group of white supremacists that follow Donald Trump, and that sounds like violence against black people. Now, also talk about Donald Trump's poll watchers, because Mr. Donald Trump believes that because there will be a more melon votes, he believes that there will be fraud because he found, or there was a bag of melon votes found in a river or something with all of the votes for him. I don't believe that for a second. I'll have to fact check that. I really don't believe that for a second. And I believe it's a hoax. But you know, Donald Trump goes with every news story that he sees that benefits him, regardless if it's true, if it has any type of basis in reality. You know, this is the same man who said he would inject bleach into his arteries to stop the coronavirus. So it's really hard for me to believe or to take anything that he says serious. I'm sorry. I really can't. So, but back to the polls. So because there's going to be melon votes, he thinks that this is going to be the biggest case of fraud in America. And really, I think that's his way of covering his ass when he loses, because God willing, this man loses. So it looks like he didn't lose because he was a suckish president for 4 whole years. He lost because there was fraud. No, sir, you're going to lose because you made yourself look like an idiot on national TV. That is why you're going to lose. But anyways, so he instructed his Trump followers, his Trump goons, to go to the polls and watch them. He called them poll watchers. Now, I'm going to insert a clip of a historian talking about it because I'm not going to give the best of explanation.
We are going to look at the Mississippi Plan. Now, in the state elections of 1874, 1875, the Redeemer Democrats put into motion what they called the Mississippi Plan. Now, this plan entailed putting economic and social pressure on Republicans in Mississippi. African Americans were brutalized in an attempt to intimidate them from voting. European American Republicans were likewise intimidated and sort of browbeaten into joining the Democratic Party or rejoining the Democratic Party. Riots were employed, and these riots were large-scale disruptions of Republican gatherings. They were termed riots, but really these were coordinated violent attacks against predetermined destinations or targets. And these targets would range from picnics to political gatherings, to nomination committees and so forth, to polling stations. They would simply lay in wait and just open an attack on their enemies or people who they simply didn't want to like.
But back in the day, white people used to go to polls where majority of black people used to go to vote and intimidate them by showing up with guns and just basically stopping them from voting. And these poll watchers that Donald Trump says that need to be out there sounds very, very, very similar to these people that used to do that back in the day. I'll insert a clip because they'll be able to explain it better than me. But I really don't know what the future of America looks like, because while I said that I don't believe he will be voted in as president for 4 more years, I don't know what people will do once they get to once they get to the polls. I don't know what they'll do, because we were surprised last year. Again, though, he didn't have 4 years of this. So I would be surprised if people vote in a man who has just ruined the economy, doesn't have any type of concrete plan when it comes to healthcare, a man who single-handedly fucked up a pandemic response, like 200,000 people dead over a virus when it didn't have to be like that if he actually took it serious when it first started. A man who's not denounced white supremacy. A man who says to nuke hurricanes. A man who constantly promotes conspiracy theories that are dangerous for Americans to believe in. A man who's ran this country and made this country more divided than it's ever been. Well, I don't think that it's ever been, but divided than it's ever been in the modern times. I don't see why anyone would vote for him with all that considering, like with all of that in their mind. I don't see who would vote for him. But then again, look at the type of people that show up to a Trump rally. These people don't have a mind. They're sheep. They like to call everybody on the left sheep that just follow everybody else's ideals. They love to call them sheeps. But you guys are the sheeps, because if you are thinking for yourself, you would not vote for Trump. You would not vote for Trump if you're thinking for yourself. At this point, it's like a gang. You know what you're doing is wrong, but you gotta rep it. You gotta rep it, and you gotta stand 10 toes down on your decision. And it's sad that we're gonna let our egos decide who should be up on that in the White House. We're gonna use our egos to decide that rather than our common sense that's showing us on national TV who should be the president. And the argument can be made that Joe Biden is a senile old man who doesn't know his left from right. Okay, sure. But me personally, if I had a choice in the matter, I do, because I'm an American citizen and I can vote. I'm going to vote for Joe Biden and Kamala. I'm not going to vote for Donald Trump and Mike Pence. It just, me being a Democrat really don't have nothing to do with that decision. He just isn't a good president. If they had a Republican up there that gave better ideas and seemed more clear-minded than Joe Biden, I would possibly maybe think about it. But they don't. So it's not even like I can't. I don't have anything to consider. I don't have anything to consider. I got a shit pie and I got a shit sandwich and I gotta fucking make a choice. And I'm just gonna go with the shit sandwich because it's got lettuce on it and it's got fucking tomatoes on it and I like tomatoes and I like lettuce. The shit pie ain't got nothing in it that I like. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Anyway, sorry if this video is a little bit angry, but I was totally flabbergasted watching this and I needed to speak about it. So I don't do political videos. This isn't really common for me. I don't want to do politics because I'm not good with speaking about politics. I can just come from the heart and speak about what I think is right and what I think is wrong. That's all I can do. So if you're looking for policies, honey, go to CNN, go to Fox News. That's your jam, but you ain't gonna get it here. Again, subscribe to my channel if you like me, and like this video if you like this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Thank you, and good night.